Welcome to 2023. In this video, I'm going to be going through the changes that we're going to be making to the channel and also just overall updates with what is going to be going on. First things first, we're going to talk about YouTube. The video upload schedule was 5 videos a week. That was Monday to Friday. We are now going to be knocking that down to 3 videos a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday is always going to have a grind video. So no matter what, at 3 PM UK time, there will be a grind video on the channel on Friday. And yes, that does mean that we're going down to 1 video a week for the grind. However, I want to try and minimize as many series style of videos as I can. And I feel like the grind is really, really good. I still enjoy making it and it still does very, very well on the channel. So I'm not going to, remove it completely, but once a week, that is going to be the designated grind slot. On the other 2 days, Mondays is going to be more of a kind of messing around video, not taking it too seriously. We may just play, like 3 live games, for example, in a tank. It wouldn't be like a full review. It would just be, messing around, playing the game. For Wednesdays, I want to try and either get out a guide video or a tank review, which then leads me into the next subject, which is the website. Now, over the time off, I have built a website. It is not fully finished yet. I'm still not happy with a few aspects of it, and the design may change completely. But I just threw this together very, very quickly. Obviously, I want dark mode because who the hell likes light mode? But in here, you can go and find out where to find me, for example. So all my YouTube, Twitch, Discord, even Patreon, and also the most recent YouTube video. And if I'm live streaming, it'll be here as well. But the main reason why I'm bringing this up is that we have a resource page here, which is going to be the premium worth list. And in here is the old premium tank worth list document that I made. You can quickly go into this and then find out my opinions on those tanks. This isn't meant to be a best of, right? This is not the best tank. It's if the tank is worth it for real money. And you may even see that some of these have changed from the last document, which was just a Google Drive document or Google Sheets or whatever it's called, document with the different tank names, etc. For example, the PTK, the Barask, and the EBR are now in the must-have because I feel like I need to be decisive with my decision of if you're going to go for a certain specialization of the class, then you should really have a tank in here that is a must-have. And I know some of you won't agree with this, right? Make sure you read the full disclaimer, which is saying there will be tanks that you don't agree with. Go and watch reviews on other people's channels. Go and have a look at the tank and how it plays for them, because they will play completely different to what I play. This is just meant to be a quick thing that you can come to. You can press Ctrl F as it says here. It'll bring up a search box on the top right, and then you can type in, say, ELC. And then it will come up with all the different ELC tanks. There's only one of them, which is the Even 90, and see where I've put it. Eventually, what this is going to be is going to have links to a video dedicated on this tank, which is purely for if it is worth real money and my decision behind it. Some of these may change when I come to play them. Obviously, it's been a very long time since I've played some of these, so they do need to get updated, and this is just how I remember them. But I'm going to make sure that I'm starting to go through each one of these. We'll start off with the must-haves, and then we'll progress and move on to the rest. So there will be a dedicated video on each one of these, which I plan to release every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. You can also find everything else that you need to know. For example, we have an FAQ, which you can find here. We have the setup, we have video series that I create, obviously the basics, how many credits I'm getting an hour, and the grind. More to come if I add them and whatnot. The website will be getting updated with different resources that you can use as well. it is not going to be like skill fail to use index where, you know, he has all the equipment loadouts and stuff like that. It will primarily just be a place that you can go for quick access if I make, you know, like a document for a video. Which, by the way, I do recommend you use skill fail to use index because that thing is very, very useful. The final thing for YouTube is going to be about channel memberships, and we are going to be removing the base tier, which is, I believe I named support or something like that. I'm going to be removing it completely, and it is just going to be a flat £5 a month subscription. If you don't want to pay it, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to. You will get benefits though. You will get early access to my videos 1 day in advance, the exact same way as Patreon does. And also the exact same way that I am now going to introduce it to Twitch subs. The way this is going to work is it will all be in the Discord. I will give the video early access 1 day in advance to a Discord channel. It will have a link, you can click it, you can watch it 1 day, 24 hours ahead of the release schedule publicly. No matter if you are a Twitch sub, a Patreon member, or a YouTube member, whichever one works out cheapest for you, okay, which is probably Twitch, because if you have Amazon Prime, you can then link it and get basically a free sub every month. No matter how you choose to support me, there'll be a link in that channel, and all of them will be there for you to access. I wanted to streamline this like so much, just so it's so easy for people to access this, no matter what platform they choose to do it on. And yes, I'm well aware I'm probably going to lose Patreon subs to move over to Twitch subs, or whatever the case may be. Which brings me to the next thing, which is if you are any one of them, you better be in the Discord, because that is where everything is going to be. You don't have to chat to anyone, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just keep an eye on that channel, and that is where I release it. So just to reiterate, what you will need is either Twitch sub, YouTube membership, or Patreon, and make sure Discord is linked to those three, or any one of those three. Each one can be linked in Discord, and then join the Discord. And then there'll be a link 24 hours, roughly 24 hours, before the video goes live publicly. If you are nice enough and you want to support me financially, the best way is through Patreon. But if you want to do it the cheapest, it's probably Twitch. So now that the main things have been dealt with, we can now move on to a few more personal kind of things and just talk about that. Firstly, I'm going to be disabling raids on Twitch. This is not because I hate people or I hate the community or whatever. It's just that I'm not easy when it happens. And I don't like that feeling. I know that, to some people it'll be, you just got to get used to it. It'd be out your comfort zone and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like as much as I truly appreciate like people sending over their community and trying to help me out, I feel like it adds too much stress for me than it does to benefit. Thank you very much to everyone that has like raided the channel in the past, but don't be, surprised or whatever if, you try and raid me again and it doesn't work because I would have disabled Twitch raids. Like sometimes it just happens and I just don't know what to do. It's like, the thing is, when it does happen, it's like I don't want to feel ungrateful or whatever, but it's just like inside I just don't know like how to react to it, So yes, I know this will fully like hurt my growth in a way with Twitch, but I feel like it's the best thing for me personally. Another thing which is kind of tied in with this, I'm not going to be watching as many WoT Clans streamers. So if I've unfollowed you or done anything, or I'm not in your stream as much, it's probably because I'm just trying to focus on myself and my own content. It is very, very easy for me to watch people that I look up to in the community, especially like Daki or someone who's just a god at the game, and then think, oh yeah, I should try and do that. And then instantly it just doesn't go well because I am nowhere close to his level of talent and skill. So I'm going to try and minimize the watching of any WoT Clans streamers and stuff. Every now and again I may lurk in a channel and stuff like that, especially if I'm trying to get drops. Like, I'll probably still be in like Godpack stream now and again just because he's a mate of mine, but I find it hard sometimes when I watch streams and then get it like ingrained into my brain of what I should be doing and try and copy that content even like subconsciously. And then there's a few more video ideas that I'm not really too sure on, so I need your kind of input for them if you would want to see them. We may focus on trying to get the most damage out of the game and situations where that happens, but I want those situations to be live and not replays. So it'll probably be where I play a few games. It may even be that I don't, have every single game in there, but until I find a situation where I can kind of explain my thought process through it. But trying to, not just for you, but also for me, trying to get the most damage out of the game and trying to improve in the game, because I can always improve as well. It's not like I am some god tier player, right? So mate, I've been toying with that idea about, you know, going through in some live games, not even like, you know, OP tanks or anything, just, you know, normal tanks, and just seeing how we can play a little bit differently and trying to explain my thought process behind what's going on, to try and get a little bit more out of the game. Also for tank reviews, when that does come around, which will not be Premium Tank Worth List, that's not really a review in that sense, as I've already kind of explained, but for actual tank reviews and like comparing it to the other tanks of the same tier and class and whatnot, and the nation, we have the E75, the Mouse, and the Mino, which I kind of want to do reviews on. So that'll be interesting to see who wants what. So yeah, let me know down in the comments down below. And that's basically it. That is all that I really wanted to talk about. Some big changes, some not so big changes. But yeah, let me know what you think down below, as I said, in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it does always help out the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you all in the next one. I want to try and make 2023 as good as possible. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for 2022. I'll see you all in the next video.